Buenos días o buenas tardes, muchachos. Hoy es lunes, el 2 de noviembre. Hope we stayed safe and had some fun during Halloween. Keeping each other safe, not only not doing stupid things, but also with everything going on with COVID, right? So, today, muchachos, la meta es, our goal is, we want to create a project detailing rooms of our dream home using at least 18 of our vocabulary words. So that's going to include any vocab words having to do with the rooms or objects in our house and also colors. So as we look at the project, so we'll click this. This is our instructions. You can make a copy of this if you'd like to kind of make a checklist of what you have included and what you haven't. So our what is, we want to create a project identifying rooms of your dream house or apartment and a description of each room or household object by color. You can use Google Slides, you can use a presentation site like Prezi, or you can do it drawn or on a poster board. Okay, even though you may be on Bridge, you can still do a poster board or pamphlet option. Okay, you'll just have to find a way to get me a good picture of it so I can go through and look at that. The goal, we want to use at least 18 vocabulary rooms, including house and colors, and some new words, which I'll get into, to describe your dream home. So these are the requirements, Number one, we want to describe at least 5 different rooms. So I could describe living room, kitchen, bedroom, bathroom, garage if I wanted to. Well, any of those rooms, we want to do 5 of them. Now, recommended descriptions for those rooms, objects in the room, and then the color of all objects in rooms. Now, all descriptions should be in complete sentences, okay? You can't just stick a word on there by itself and have it count. A vocab word will not count towards our 18 vocab words if it is not included in a complete sentence. And the second thing, we talked about the 18 words, okay? You have to have 18 words from our list of house and colors. So obviously we want to try to make it colorful. You're not going to be able to get all your 18 words just from the house and colors vocabulary, or just from the house vocabulary. And if it's just one color, it's not going to be enough. So make sure that you are doing some colors. Now, here's number 2. Look up at least one word for each new room you describe, okay? Any word that's not on our list. That could be some object in the room. It could be a different color that we haven't talked about in terms of our list. And so, for example, if I'm describing my bedroom, I may describe curtains or the carpet or bedside table or desk, things like that, okay? So 1 new word. So if you describe 5 rooms, you'll have 5 new words. And again, just like here, it has to be in a complete sentence. So when I continue to describe colors and such, you also must include some type of image for each room that you describe, at least one for each room. Okay, it could be drawn or it could be a picture from the internet. Okay, please cite any photos that don't belong to you. Okay, so all you have to do is copy that in a URL. You can have that in a slide by itself or on a page by itself. If you're doing a poster board, you can put that on a Google Doc and share that with me. All right, so those are the requirements. Here's the grade breakdown. There's also a rubric. You can go through the rubric and just make sure you're on track with that. Okay, so the requirements will give us 5 points each. So if all your vocab is included, you got 5 points. If all your images are included, 5 points. 15 points will be the biggest chunk. That'll be for grammar. So that'll include complete sentences, taking gender or number of nouns into account, etc. Okay. So just make sure that you are paying attention to the gender of the noun when you're describing them by the adjective and etc. And then 3 points, participation, and that'll be gauged by completing the entry and exit tickets on in-class work days. Okay, so that'll be today and tomorrow. So you must complete those for full points. Okay, so you can come back here anytime. Let me show you. The first from that participation is the entry ticket. So if you click here, okay, it'll ask you a couple of questions. You want to do that before you start. So before you start thinking about, you can start thinking about it. Before you start actually the project, okay, I want you to answer a couple of questions just to make sure you're on track. And then at the end of class, you'll need to complete the exit ticket, which will just tell me kind of where you're at with the project. Okay. So those two things. Okay. We'll have one exit ticket tomorrow, and that's where we'll get our 3 points for participation. It is worth 28 points, and it is due miércoles. That's Wednesday. Okay. So we'll have today and tomorrow in class to work on the project, and it will need to be turned in on Wednesday. I will have up today an assignment, quote unquote, that if you're doing an online option, you'll turn in to that assignment. We did that the last project, and so we're going to do that again just so I can keep everything in the same place. It makes it easier for me to grade. Okay. All right. It was long-winded, but make sure we're working on the project today.